I've had a lot of people reach out to me this past week. Is now an okay time to start investing? Should I keep investing? I've learned the lessons that I know from the best investors that I know of. I've tried to take those lessons and see if they still hold up today. And in my view, what Jack Bogle says, almost everything I've ever heard him say still holds up today. So I thought it would be best that I share with you another clip from Jack Bogle. This clip that we'll watch comes from a question and answer session at the National Press Club in 2001. While the quality might not be in HD because it's the best that we could find, audio-wise, Jack Bogle comes through loud and clear.
The answer is yes, continue to invest. I've told particularly young people in the office who are really petrified by this market decline.
They're scared out of their panties.
That it's the best thing that ever happens to them. And if you think about it logically, of course it's wonderful. I mean, think of, say, the young man I was talking to yesterday is probably 25 or 26 years old, and he's got the rest of his life in invest. And I said, well, let's suppose that Chris Scott, his name is. I said, let's suppose, Chris, that the market's going to end up at Jim Glassman's 36,000 by the time you retire. Do you want to be investing all your money when the Dow is at 35,000, or invest it all when it's 9,000? Just think about that for a minute. In other words, you want a long time to invest at low prices, and it's certainly a frightening advantage for those of us who have some money at work in the market today to think of this as a blessing. But it is a blessing because in the long run, investing depends on accumulating money at sound prices and not inflated prices like we have. I also think the general economy and the financial markets are well served by a return to reality. When you leave reality and depart from the laws of gravity, there's nothing but bad things that can happen, and the higher you fly, the more you fall. We flew quite high enough, and I think it's a blessing, maybe a blessing in heavy disguise, a blessing that we've come back a little bit toward the ground.
Speaking of coming back toward the ground,
speaking of, shut your mouth, buddy.
This investor's stocks are really down. Dr. Coop, just for feet. Quickly Pharmaceuticals, Cisco, Lucent Technologies. Should I sell?
I haven't heard a list like that. He even makes those tech funds I told you about seem like heroes. I don't have any comment on those individual stocks. I mean, they are hugely depressed. I think Dr. Coop, I read the other day, is in danger. The stock is in danger of becoming delisted.
Oh, sort of like Alibaba. Make sure to check out my Alibaba videos, okay? I'm very bullish.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
I think it's sold up in the mid-30s, $30, and now is something like 19 cents. It wasn't a good turn, and it's very painful for people, for speculators, or people that greed overwhelm their good judgment to get hurt. But will they bounce back? I mean, I guess the answer to that group of stocks, without knowing much about Quigley's Pharmaceutical and being very nervous about Dr. Coop, is, companies like Lucent will come back in time. I don't think there's much question about that. But to own a handful of individual stocks, I don't think is sound investing. And to obviously jump on the bandwagon at a silly time is, I feel very, very sorry for the investor, but I don't know how to help him now, him or her.
That was Jack Bogle at the National Press Club in 2001. The footage is courtesy of C-SPAN. I will continue to try to use our platform to help more people discover the wisdom and great character of Jack Bogle. All jokes aside, I know I do a lot of things to make you guys laugh, but that's not to take away from what I really do believe here, which is that Jack Bogle was a world-class person and someone that I really do admire and hope to be in some way like him when I grow up. I'll put it this way. He was a champion for the individual investor. That's what CMQ investing is all about. We're all about the individual investor. I'm an individual investor. I don't have any incentive to tell you to do one thing or the other. I'm self-taught. Everything I've learned and done as an investor has come through, my own experiences and my own education. So I just try to pass it along to you guys, tell you what I'm doing along the way. So thanks so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll become part of our community here, be a CMQ investor. All you have to do is hit subscribe. For CMQ Investing, my name is Chris Franco. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care.